You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
CPA, I worked for CPA firms, didn't like that much. Went to corporate America. How many of you know that corporate America is so political? My father taught me not to complain in the house. If you don't like where you are at point A, go to point B. So I moved out of that, and guess what I did? I took a job at the IRS. How many of you just love the IRS? Raise your hand if you love the IRS. My name for the IRS is the insidious representatives of Satan. Because what they do is they take away from you and do things that they're not supposed to do and that you don't want them to do, and give it to people that don't need it and haven't worked for it. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Later, but I started thinking something's wrong here. Just like the red pill said, we know something's wrong. We have that feeling. And this particular poster that I have in my office at home tells the story of how I started feeling. It says, if stealing 100% of the product of someone's labor is slavery, at what percentage is it not slavery? So it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, blue, green, purple, polka dots. You are slaves to the system. So we need to get over all this stuff. I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. I'm black, you're white, I'm a Jew. All that stuff. Y'all know that the enemy's MO has been to divide and conquer. Why are we letting them be successful at it? Got involved with We the People Foundation, Joe Bannister, and we were traveling around telling people what we learned. We didn't tell people what to do, we told them what we learned. And for that, in 2004, on a July morning, the government raided my home. Had me at gunpoint, me and my family, corralled us in a little room, and we're in my house from 7:45 in the morning to 5 o'clock. Took 32 boxes and left. I didn't shut up because truth is truth for everybody or it's not truth at all. In 2006, Aaron Russo, for those of you that have not heard of it, some of you I've talked to, made America, Freedom to Fascism. Go look it up, go Google it, go watch it. America, Freedom to Fascism. Former FBI agents, former IRS agents, Ron Paul, the great Ed Griffin was in it, some constitutional attorneys and historians, all telling the truth about we're being robbed about our money. Oh, the government didn't like that, so guess what? Here we go. I'm going to trial. And it was a kangaroo court. The judge basically said, I will instruct the jury on the law. But she didn't tell them what I was going to tell them. So there was that sentence, 4-year sentence on a misdemeanor. I am a hardline Christian. I had to make lemonade out of lemons. And I said, I am not going to come out of here worse than I came in. I said, you will not break me. I learned a lot of things in there. One of the things is, I don't want to be broke because being broke, you live a life of compromise. I did not want to be subservient to anybody, and I wanted to make sure that I came out healthy, physically, spiritually, financially, socially, and mentally. And that's what I purpose to do. If you can see this bird, somebody told me what it was, I didn't know. It is a hawk. And one distinct thing about him is he has, this is a bad boy, he has 2 fish. I had to get out of there and have the concentration to come out and say, I'm going to do what I need to do and make sure that I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be, because I'm not going to come, oh, woe is me, they put me in prison. No, that's not who I am. That's not who we are as Americans. Came out, went to grad school, got a master's degree, working on my doctors. I wrote books. I started writing How to Escape the Rat Race. How many of you want to escape the rat race? A lot of you are in the rat race, but there are ways out of the rat race. My flagship book, guys, How to Stick It to the IRS. Confessions from a Former Insider. And my friend in Oregon said, you had the balls to write a book called How to Stick It to the IRS? And I said to him, I said, they stuck it to me. I'm going to stick it to them. Let me give y'all a secret. But for most of you who probably don't know this, never make a black woman mad. I've been published in Fox and some other places, and guess what, guys? I got a chance to meet Morpheus in February.
Oh, wow.
So we know how to turn these things around. Just because the situations are as they are in this country, if we get up and do what we need to do, we can change this country. Am I right? Okay, now, let's talk about illusions versus reality. The illusion, again, get good grades in elementary school, high school, go get a good job, right? Use your slave surveillance number, your social security number, and be a tax slave subject to the ineptocracy for the rest of your life. What is the ineptocracy? An ineptocracy is a system of government where the least capable to lead are elected by the least capable of producing, and where the members of society least likely to sustain themselves or succeed are rewarded with goods and services paid for by the confiscated wealth of a diminishing number of producers. I am one of those producers, and I'm sick and tired of people taking what I earn. Are you tired of it? Yeah. Do something about it. The reality is that the government, even if they talk about other stuff, they do not want the American people to know about what's going on with the income tax. The reality about the income tax is serious. And what they do is they lock people up, like me, when truth comes about. You know, what have I done? I'm 5 feet tall, I'm a homeschooling mother, and then here I go. But then you got these rappers talking about killing cops and all that other stuff, and they get a slap on the hand. It's not about that. It's about them having the theft of our money, because the theft of our money is their power. I know you guys realize that. The only way to make our own reality without getting ourselves put in prison is to divest ourselves from the government, the corporations, and the banksters. Network said that wide-ranging topics supposedly designed to recruit people to white supremacist or alt-right causes. Okay, so Carol, are you saying that freedom is a white racist supremacist issue? What about health? Ty, is that a white supremacist issue? Okay, do black people deserve to have good health too? Okay, what about financial freedom? Is that okay for Asians and Latinos to have? Okay, so you know what? This isn't an insult to me, because it looks to me like the human rights lady is saying that I don't deserve to be in a group of people that want the same things that I want. The freedom, the financial freedom, the health.